Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel, or welcome to my channel if you're just joining me for the first time. Hi, my name is Angelfish, pronouns they, them, and today we're going to talk about Rainbow High. Originally this was going to be an unboxing, but then I just sort of decided I didn't want to film an unboxing. I just wanted to talk about the Rainbow High reboot, because I found both Amaya and Sunny while I was out and about today. I was looking for the new Zuzu pets, but the new Rainbow High dolls are just as interesting to me, so I ended up picking up both of them. They were the only two characters that I was able to find, and I found them both at different stores. I found Sunny at Target, and I found Amaya at Walmart, both of which were the only characters from the assortment available at those stores. Sunny was the only one that had her barcode on the shelf, by the way. Amaya was just kind of where Berry Skies was supposed to be, and also next to where the Always Brats are supposed to be stocked, but they didn't have any of the Brats. Otherwise, I would have picked them up and we would have been having a very different video. So, Rainbow High rebooting. I don't think any of us really can deny that we saw this coming. It's not exactly a secret that a lot of Rainbow High releases around mid-2022 started to become shelf warmer-y. Like, I'm sorry, but the Rainbow Vision dolls, the Mini Accessory Studio, those weren't exactly flying off the shelves. I don't think we can really sit there and say that the writing wasn't on the wall, because for quite some time there was just quite a bit of Rainbow High product that wasn't really moving at the stores. Like, if you went in there and you looked, you would see it sitting there constantly, the same thing that been there since like July. I think that it was that way for Rainbow Dream, which was the Target exclusive band dolls. And we're getting off topic, but bottom line, the writing on the wall was there in hindsight. And really, the first inkling that we were getting any sort of reboot publicly, aside from the fact that many influencers that went to Sweet Sweet and Toy Fair had mentioned that MGA had said something about a Rainbow High rebrand, aside from that, there was the All of the Colors music video, which they posted to YouTube, and that was really the other, like, this sort of feels like they're trying to wrap things up here kind of thing. And, well, now here we are, 2024, January 1st, New Year's Day. The Rainbow High reboot is hitting store shelves, available for purchase. It is not street dated or anything. Like, you can just walk into a store, and if they have them, you're allowed to buy them. So they're supposed to be out now. I think I'm gonna do a brief rundown of what each of these dolls came with accessory-wise before I talk on and on and on and on, and then you guys will be sick of me. So aside from the dolls and their stands and their shoes, which you can put slime in, they come with like a little egg. The egg crystal thing has the slime ingredients already in it in a little foil packet. It's got a watertight seal, so you can store slime in there. They come with a little purse, which you can open. Sunny's is this little cute bag. I actually quite like Sunny's bag. It's adorable. And then they come with combs that are a new mold, which are also meant to be like a little stirring spoon for you to do the slime with. And I'm not going to be doing the slime because slime messes with my sensory issues. I may or may not have mentioned it before, but it's kind of up there with, like, the Skulltimate Secrets texture for me, for, like, the water that the keys, the paint, that reveal feature. It's kind of like that for me, where I'm not the biggest fan of how it feels on my skin, and it can make me feel quite ill or queasy. And speaking of things that make me queasy, I did take Sunny's jacket off, because as cute as it is, the sleeves are the only part of it I can touch, aside from the inside lining, that doesn't set off my sensory issues. This entire main portion, I don't know what this fabric is. It's got like a corded tinsel or something, but it's all like spirally, and it just feels really gross and not very sensory friendly at all, so I don't like it. And I took off Amaya's jacket because I don't think it looks good on her, but it's not a bad piece. It's a Rainbow High piece. It's a very standard Rainbow High denim jacket. In fact, if you had showed me this and told me that it came with like a Skylar Bradshaw playset, I would believe you. Like, if I didn't know any better, I'd say this piece is just very samey, and it is the exact same as signature Skylar's jacket, just without the little um, foil thingies on the sleeves that it has. But I digress. Another thing that Rainbow High has started to come with are these little pets, which I didn't know how I was going to feel about them. Sunny's is named Sunflower, and Amaya's is named Rainbowy, but I refuse to call him that because that's really lengthy and it sounds stupid. So we're going to call him Bowie for short. And they're all kind of like unicorn themed, like they all have a unicorn horn. Sunny's is a bear. Amaya's is obviously just a regular unicorn. I think Skylar's is a sloth? Question mark? I don't know. I still want Skylar. I need to find her. And then I'll do a review on Ruby when she arrives, because I pre-ordered her with an Amazon gift card for Christmas, and she's supposed to get here within the first couple of days of 2024, so I'll do a review for her when she gets here. I'm kind of excited for Ruby, which is a little strange, because with Rainbow High rebooting, it gave me a chance to like really analyze how I feel about the brand, because I did take a break from collecting it. As you can see, I did end up getting some of the Fantastic Fashion dolls, and it's really fun to have them for this comparison, because this was like the last major release of the core characters before the reboot, okay? Like, minus Poppy, every character that was released in Fantastic Fashion is getting a reboot doll. I don't know if we're gonna see Poppy again in Rainbow High G2/G1.5, but really it's just easier for me to call it Gen 2 because it's been it's been 5 calendar years since Rainbow High has made a debut on the store shelves, although if we're talking about actual seasons that it's been available for purchase, it's been maybe four shopping seasons Rainbow High has been available in total, I think. Fall 2020, spring 2021, fall 2021, spring 2022, fall 2022. Like, if we go by the actual shopping seasons, Rainbow High has been around the park long enough for them to like do a reboot like this, and it makes sense. Especially when you see how much of their stuff was just kind of sitting there during Rainbow Vision. But again, it's just so interesting because like here we have Amaya from Fantastic Fashion. She came with a second outfit, which is sitting somewhere in my room. I think I put it in the Clio Gorganizer. I don't know where it is right now. But, she came with a purse, she came with a sketchbook, she came with a stand, a brush, and this really pretty outfit. She came with jewelry, she came with painted nails, articulated wrists. The only thing that's consistent from her to new Amaya is the fact that they both use nylon hair, and it's really nice. It does have a little bit of product in it, which I'm going to have to wash out. And they have the same neck articulation, but everything else is really not the same. I mean, the sewing quality of the clothes is, I suppose, similar in the sense that it's a Rainbow High garment. It's not going to be horrible when it comes to the actual manufacturing of the piece. As for the appearance, hit or miss, it depends on who you ask. But, like, manufacturing-wise, this isn't a terrible dress. I'm not going to call it the ugliest thing to ever grace our whatever we call a community. This is far from the most hideous thing that I've ever seen. In fact, I'm actually quite fond of her, and I wouldn't have bought her if I didn't at least like her a little. But I think it's just very interesting that these two are, first of all, going to be coexisting on the store shelves for a little bit. Like, I didn't see her at Walmart specifically, but I did see Skylar there. And, Fantastic Fashion Skylar, as well as Fashion Studio Skylar. And so it's going to be very funny to see the new dolls sitting next to the Fantastic Fashion dolls of the same characters. Because they're going to do that for a bit. Fantastic Fashion, I guarantee you, is going to be around until at least summer of 24. before they clearance out completely and we never see them again on store shelves unless you go to like a discount store or a dead stock store. But like, they're gonna be next to each other for a bit. So it's gonna be very interesting because, you have this one which is like, it's more expensive. It's like $40 for Fantastic Fashion. And then you have around $27 for the new slime dolls, which is basically where Rainbow High started. They were like 27, $28 after tax, and the slime dolls are no different. These were like $27 after sales tax, which isn't bad for what they come with, but it's just so funny. Because like, I I want to know, I'm so desperate to know what kids and parents are going to think of them. Especially because I know Rainbow High as a brand is one that a lot of parents have gotten into with their kids, where they like it just as much as their children, if not maybe even more sometimes, because that's just the nature of something like Rainbow High. But like, I can't help but wonder what the store is going to look like in 2 months from now when the dolls are fully rolled out and they're going to be on the store shelves next to the older stuff that's still available, that's still going to be restocking for a bit. And I'm curious to overhear what conversations will be happening in the toy aisle because there's always something going on in the toy aisle. It's so funny to me, especially with like the makeup. You can tell that they still love the characters. Like, this isn't entirely soulless. Sure, there's a little bit of corporate meddling that is very, very much detectable in the Rainbow High reboot, and that manifests itself mostly in the absence of articulation on the dolls, particularly their wrists. That particular part of it feels very corporate meddling-y. Um, and maybe even the brand messaging, which let me pull up the packaging real quick. Context around Rainbow High Series 3, I want to say either Rainbow High Series 3 or Rainbow High Series 4. The slogan was "Let your true colors shine," and they were doing this whole like encourage creativity, so to speak, with the brand. And with the new slime dolls, it's like, yeah, you and your besties can customize fashion, and like, I think they're still trying to encourage the creativity here. These dolls feel very much like they're advertised like an art kit, almost. I mean, if I didn't know any better, the crystals that are on the foil packaging print almost look like crayons from a distance. Um, and as for like the packaging itself, like this is very like Rainbow Loom craft kit vibes. Like, this is what this looks like. This looks like a craft kit with a doll included. And the new slogan is "Shine Better Together," which I don't know what that means. In a literal sense, I mean, the new dolls are very sparkly. I mean, all of them have glitter all over their face. And like I had suspected, the application of the glitter varies from individual doll to individual doll, because let me tell you, of the 4 Sunnies that were available at Target, some of them had like wild glitter application, while others, like this one, it's a little bit more subdued, a little bit more tasteful. It's just very interesting overall. Um, and most of the dolls have something added to them to make them even glitterier than they were before. Aside from the fact that the new dolls also come with every parent's worst nightmare, a literal packet of glitter that they just give to you for free with the doll. You're supposed to put it in the slime that they come with to make. That's like their little activity thing. But I feel like I speak for every parent, guardian, or older sibling or grandparent that this is a terrible idea to give children a packet of glitter. Like, this is one of those things where I would maybe give this to somebody that I'm mad at and be like, here, vacuum up yellow glitter for like 3 or 4 months. Have fun with that. Because, like, it's not a lot of glitter, but also everyone knows not a lot of glitter is a nightmare load of glitter if it is loose glitter. And I don't even know how these are going to be sold in the European Union. I don't think they will be because of the glitter packet. I don't think this is biodegradable. There's nothing on the packaging that says that it is. But, like, again, I don't know where we're going. Like, with the new brand slogan, the shine brighter together seems to be just in a literal sense and nothing deeper. Uh, I'm gonna have to wait for the deeper part to come with the animated series, probably. I suspect by Shine Brighter Together, once we get the animated series introduction of, like, these looks and stuff, it's gonna be like, oh, the power of friendship, which I suppose is more of the same, and it's not bad. That's not a bad message to have or give to children. In fact, that's a great message to give to children, because children need to learn how to socialize and be friends and be nice to each other. Good Lord, as a former TA, I can tell you, so many children need to be told to be nice to each other. Like, you would think it's common sense, but they're learning how to people. So if they get the message from a cartoon that is made to sell dolls, that's fine. But it's still a necessary message, is my point. I feel like I'm rambling, but, like, I don't know. I'm giddy at the prospect of Rainbow High's rebrand because I want to see where it goes. I'm really interested in it. Because here's the thing. Nobody is holding me at gunpoint telling me to buy all of these new dolls. So I won't. I will buy whatever interests me. Whatever I look at the store and I go, huh, well, that's curious. Or in Sunny's case, you are absolutely adorable. You are coming home with me. You don't get a choice in the matter. Um, that sounds really creepy out of context. Only in the doll collecting hobby would we be able to say something like that. It's just a very strange sentiment to have for inanimate objects, but the same thing applies, if not more, to Beanie Babies for me, but we're not talking about Beanie Babies, although I love Beanie Babies. Oh god, this is the ADHD brain, you'll have to excuse me. I think my biggest question is, like, who ultimately is going to be ride or die for this Rainbow High reboot? Because right now, in online spaces, you have a lot of people that are pissed off at Rainbow High as a brand. In fact, if you go to any of their social medias right now, I guarantee you, one look at that comment section on any of their recent posts will tell you that by and large, the online community is not really feeling these new dolls. And the online community encompasses a wide variety of people because you have people who kind of are in Rainbow High's target demographic. You do have, because it is a fashion doll line, a lot of teens and tweens that are on social media that are voicing their dislike of the new dolls. And, I would be inclined to say that that's a pretty good inkling on how at least some of the target demographic is going to feel. Obviously, maybe not the 4-year-olds. Like, I don't think anyone's going to be able to know what the toddlers think of Rainbow High until they get some for their own toddlers. But I think we can't really discredit any of the teens or tweens that are voicing their dislike of the new reboot online because, I mean, they're still kids. And it's okay that they like a kid's brand. I think their opinion is just as valuable as any adult collectors or any actual child, like 8 to 10-year-old. I think it's just as valuable of an opinion. So I'm curious because from what I've seen on, like, TikTok and the Instagram comments, where, like, again, Rainbow High Phantom Space, you have children that are in there, you see their opinions. So it's very, like, these are polarizing right now. um Sunny is probably the one that's the least polarizing out of all of the dolls that I've seen. I think most everybody likes Sunny, which really is a testament to how lovable of a character has been created for Rainbow High as a brand, because I don't think any other character has quite as much of a reputation as Sunny does. Like, even people I know in person that don't collect dolls kind of know who Sunny is because there's just that much talk about her online and maybe even in person. Like, I don't know. I feel like on one hand, okay, I'm rambling, but, like, it's very interesting to see the online community's perspective of this, because right now you have, like, the children and the tweens and the teens that are in online fandom spaces that are like, I hate this isn't fair, and then you have adult collectors who are saying, I hate this is disgusting. and this is far too juvenile. And then you also have other adult collectors, like myself, who are like, well, we collect children's toys. It's not a crime for the children's toy to look like a children's toy, but also I'm very interested to see if the brand is shooting itself in the foot or not. And then you have the other group of people who is very much undecided on how they feel right now. There's like 8 or 9 different stages of mourning going on for Rainbow High right now, as well as people that are just now getting into the brand. I know one particular collector in my circle who did not give a shit about Rainbow High until this Sunny doll leaked. I'm not even joking. Like, they absolutely did not care about Rainbow High as a brand, and then they were like, oh, her makeup is gorgeous. I'm interested in getting these dolls now. And that's just kind of how it is. Like, it's a very weird world to be in. For my own personal thoughts on these dolls, which I feel like I've been leaving out, I think I've kind of like implied it, and obviously I've mentioned before that I don't buy dolls that I actively dislike. I actually am kind of fond of these. We'll see how I feel about them later on. Maybe I'll do a checking in with Rainbow High video, like I've been doing with my Monster High check-in series. Maybe. It's not a guarantee. I might. We'll see. But as far as I'm concerned with these two that I have in front of me, I think they're okay. Like, again, respectively, a 9 out of 10, if not for the horrible jacket that messes with my sensory issues and the lack of wrist articulation, she would be perfect in my eyes. And then her, I needed to see her in person to have an opinion on her, and now that I have her, I think she's really cute. I would give her maybe a solid 7 out of 10. I think she just needs a better outfit and a little bit of a wash and maybe some hair play, and she'll be perfect for me, I think. Again, minus the wrist articulation, but like, these aren't bad, and I don't hate this, but I don't love this, but I don't know how to feel about this. But like, I'm mostly leaning towards positivity, because I feel like being cautiously optimistic is more rewarding than being entirely pessimistic. But that's just me. And I'm very curious to know what you guys think. I mean, if you have younger siblings who are very much within Rainbow High's target demographic, or if you have children of your own, because I know some parents follow me on here, if you have kids of your own, what did they think about the new Rainbow High? Because I feel like most people don't know how to feel about it, and that's okay. To a certain point, I think the confusion will hopefully die down soon enough, because the last thing a doll brand needs is for people to be confused when they look at it. That's what happened with Mermaids, and look how well that turned out for them. I mean, like, I would overhear people look at them in the toy aisle and be like, what is this supposed to be? So, as long as we don't get that with Rainbow High, then I think they'll live, they'll be fine. But I am very curious. Anyway, thank you for joining me on this very chaotic video. I am going to go wash the gel out of their hair now and maybe do some TikToks with them. And I will see you all in the next video. Happy New Year! We all made it to 2024. Let's make it a good year. Let's do the best we can with what we can, and, just try and be positive and happy. Actually, no, that's a very fake thing to say. Just do the best you can this year, and I'm very proud of you for making it as far as you have. Thank you all so much for watching, and I will see you all in the next video. Bye-bye.